Hello everyone, my name is Naeem and today we will be presenting the case 2 for site services. These are the areas we'll cover. I'll be talking about the marketing analysis and marketing plan of site services. The marketing strategy currently being utilized by the company along with SAN analysis of the external environment for the business as well as the performance of the competitors in the market segment have been evaluated here. In the overview of the industry, site services deals with providing rehabilitation of mobility training along with the support and services to the visually impaired children and adults for ensuring a better quality of life to them. Now I'll be talking about the marketing strategies, which are product, price, place, and promotion. For product, the company provides support and services along with rehabilitation and other health and well-being training programs to improve the quality of the visually impaired population within the Northeast UK. The company follows a penetrative pricing strategy owing to the fact that the company is voluntary organization. The company functions within the Northeast segment in the markets of Gateshead and South Tyneside. The company utilizes conventional media like newspapers for their promotion and maintains a company website which is not very interactive. The current strategies used by the company are demographic segmentation, which is followed by the organization, while the target group of the customers being to the age group of 18 to 45 years and those who are visually impaired. In figure 1 on the next slide, I'll be talking about the population of the people from several visual impairments, the major ones being listed in the figure and have grown through the years and requires more attention. On the second figure, the cost of the availing and the supporting services and treatments have also increased significantly, increasing the demand of the voluntary services owing to the fact that the disposable income of the population has lowered during the pandemic. On the next slide, which has the figure number 3, describes that there is an imminent difference between the expected number of people serviced in the vision of care industry and those that actually caters to the industry needs, which mandates the intervention by the voluntary sector organization like self services. Now my colleague will carry on with the rest.
Hi, my name is Rahat. I will be covering the trend analysis. CAGR stands for the compound annual growth rate. The CAGR of the vision care industry is expected to rise by around $7 billion from 2018 to 2026, with a percentage of 5.6%. And around 75% of the UK population requires vision corrective measures, of which around 2 billion people are living with sight loss and require support for vision correction. And to analyze the vessel, the political change in the trade laws requires change within the industry regarding their market positioning and pricing strategy. And due to the Brexit, there is a shortage of staff within the industry and lack of voluntary care service, impacting the overall quality and pressure on the workforce. An economic burden for the operation is increasing with rising prices to medical implements and medicine due to the pandemic. And the lower brand awareness results in lower collection of funds, while the rising investment among the population has greatly enhanced the chances of acquiring funding. And for technological awareness, a company requires, organization requires to gather higher funds for providing, while the rising investment among the population has greatly enhanced the chances of acquiring funds. And for legal, the law courts mandates the site service upgrade their action policies to maintain legal compliance. And company requires to keep their carbon footprint as minimal as possible to improve the organizational sustainability. Now I'll discuss about Porter's 5 forces. So the threat of new entrants is high. Company can function with their existing strategy without the need to implement innovation in their systems. And the bargaining power of buyer is high. So the company needs to provide unique and staple services to the visually impaired like no other organization. Bargaining power of supplier, efficient supplier management system need to be installed. A new network of suppliers needs to be contacted. Otherwise, profitability like to suffer. And threat of substitute, the company needs to improve the quality of their service and provide unique support to their clients. And competitive rivalry, to reduce the competitiveness, the company needs to collaborate with their significant competitors to increase their scope. And company has two main competitors, hand shows and guide dogs. While these two has strong brand presence and they are following competitive pricing, and the site service, on the other hand, has low brand presence but well reputed and well established in the market and following the penetrative pricing. My colleague will cover the rest.
Hello, I am Louisa, and I will talk about the overview of the UK volunteering sector and analyzing with PESTEL. According to Prospect 2020, the sector focuses on social impacts rather than profits, and there are 156,571 organizations in the sector. And among the categories within the sector, charities are the largest. The overall market size of the sector is £45 million, and its market share is below 5%, which is lesser than that of other sectors. With competition, K 2020 states that the private sector is their competitors in terms of attracting enough employees and volunteers. Now, looking at the growth of the sector in terms of market size from the year before COVID-19 through to these times of COVID and Brexit, we can see from the diagram on the left side of the screen that the market size of approximately 60,000 in 2018 has declined to 45,000 this year, which is 3.9% decline for the sector. In spite of COVID-19, 2019-2020 was one of the periods the sector experienced an increase in its volunteers. And in terms of revenue, the uncertainty of Brexit also made the sector's growth slowed in the first half of 2020. Now, talking about why people support the sector, it's mentioned that the focus of the sector is the reason donors help the sector because 96% believe that they feel is their sense of duty, while volunteers say they do so to make a difference to the lives of others. Again, it is believed that in COVID period, some people support with the thoughts that they might need a similar help in the future. Now, analyzing with PESTEL, politically, Brexit has significantly affected the sector, and economically, with an unstable UK economy due to Brexit and COVID-19, there is reduction in the sector's funds and few donors to request funds from, and people became more cautious about their health and safety, causing them to reprioritize on spending, which caused the sector more financially, since its largest income comes from the public. Socially, activities by charities are limited to less targets, and COVID caused more help needed by citizens causing the demand of the sector's services. However, due to finance and restrictions, the sector couldn't deliver their best, which brought about an increase of informal volunteers. Technologically, COVID-19 brought about the use of online platforms, and the usage of this means the possibilities of updating software, corruptions, and other related problems which the sector has to deal with. And in terms of environmentally, there is climate change, and restrictions help charities to save energy in the sense that offices were not opened. And this helped to avoid cases of not shutting down a PC after a day's work. Legally, new immigration scheme has caused a reduction in the sector's workforce since some of its workforce were EU member states. However, it will help the UK citizens on employment. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be talking about the 5 Porter's forces analysis. Talking about threats of new entrants in the UK is high. With the threats of new entrants, UK government website states that charitable organizations can register with annual income of £5,000, which is lower than the amount any other business should have in order to register. Also, with a little income and support, anyone can start a charity. Bargaining of power of suppliers is high in the sense that there are so many of organizations in England than any other part of the UK, making some part of the UK limited in few services of the sector. The bargaining power of suppliers is high. Organizations are struggling to maintain its existence. Also, sectors has alternative in its source of funds. Apart from government funds, there are different forms of fundraising and individual donations. The threat of substitute service is also high as the sector competes with the private sector in attracting enough employees, and the private sector has more businesses to employ staff and give enough benefits. It has an upper hand on the market. In terms of rivalry, there are so many organizations to compete with both internal and external. The sector is now limited financially due to COVID-19 and Brexit. In these times, almost everything is done virtually, although the sector adjusted to virtual advertisement and fundraising, but was consistent, especially on their social media platforms. Thank you.
My name is Kausal Patel. Marketing analysis and marketing plan of the site service. The company marketing strategy currently building the measured by the company along with the analysis, the strategy of the recommendation. The website can be improved, the brand awareness of the increase carefully holding the staff. The dissertation of the improve the service, the company developing the new feature of the visibility, improve the user. They can avail the information is the service provided by the company online platform. The response of the service must be aware of the effect of the way people about the brand profit margin increase. Next, STP of improve the service of the site service. For the better service, improve the marketing strategy. What the STP is the most important. Analysis for the way of the commercial is benefits value of the SPECI group. The customer group targeting the value of the improve. Next, the 7P's analysis of the new service. The 7P are product, place, price, promotion, periodic, evidence, people of the process. There's 7P can be improve the marketing addiction of the any company. Marketing build the better product strategy and improve the marketing can be done. Next. Yeah, strategy map of the workplace. Improve of the workplace of the effectivity. Expand of the work group. Solid partnership, solid service delivery, excellent quality, on the demand delivery, effective the company. And breakdown of the financial. Next, financial impact of the marketing plan. Cash purchase 4,000, advance marketing 1400, motor and travel 8500, tool equipment 8500, cash sales 10,000, management 7,000, Nicholas 2500, total is 28250. The company analysis weaknesses, the three faced is the company when the company may be improve the currently policy, they can be use the profit of the market. The company will be new using the market strategy, new step of the service toward the benefit concern of the staff as well. Thank you.